Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to set up my EveryDollar for the month of December. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing below. Thank you all to everybody who has subscribed, to everybody who comments and give the support. I appreciate you all so much. And if I don't get a chance to do it, I'm going to do it now. Happy Thanksgiving. Because normally when the holidays hit, I typically forget. So I have my monthly cash flow plan. So if you see me looking over, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this, making sure that I enter the numbers that are on this plan here. I'm still thinking over how I'm handle all my dental expenses in 2020. So I think like this next visit in December, that's where like the major work on the right side. Then I have 2 more on the left side. Anything else is like way down as a priority, I believe. But I do have 3 visits I need to get done in 2020. So I'm trying to decide, okay, am I going to do anything in January, or am I going to do it in February? Stuff like that. So that's in the back of my head, but I am going to set aside the money for the month of December. Set aside $1,500, and that's just for my dental expenses. I'm just going to cash flow that and go from there because they're going to do the implant in December. So all I did was click on December 2020 because I had a November budget. It is going to make a copy of my November's budget to make it my December budget. If you're new to the app, you have to set up that very first budget, but after that you can always copy as you go along, and it saves you some time. So let me do that. The paid for version does the exact same thing. Only thing with the paid for version is it pulls in all your transactions that cross your checking account or whatever accounts you have set up for it to pull those transactions in. So you're going to see in the lower right, I had to remember my right from my left, are you ready for December? And then you can see last year's budget. So you can go back and look at December 2019 to see what you were doing back then. And a lot of times I found that looking back a year sometimes tells me those unexpected or yearly expenses that might pop up this year. So this is my December 2019 budget from back then. You see how much money I made, 53,7302, and all that good stuff. How much I paid in utilities, how much I spent on groceries, all that stuff. And even how much I put to debt, which was 2357.47. So I'm going to hop back to December 2020, but yeah, you can go through and see what you got going on if you had any yearly expenses or stuff like that. And then that saves you from missing those expenses in the current year because it'll be there. And so you can kind of just add those transactions in. So the first thing I'm going to do in my income section, since I'm a salaried employee, I'm going to make $53.44.92. Savings from my cash envelopes, I'm predicting $60. I'm going to change this month to November. So the money I save in November goes towards my debt payment in December. Anything that goes over the 60, so I am claiming it already in my December budget. Anything that goes over, I still just put to debt, but this is where I make my initial claim. So I know that I have to reach that goal. Now, November rollover, I'm going to put utilities up here. So this is the savings from my utilities. When I start out with zero because if you live in Memphis and MLGW is your utility company, you know what I mean. That sometimes it feels like there's no rhyme or reason to the utility bill. And so now I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at the funds. And so for December, because of everything that I got going on, I'm not saving anything for Christmas and gifts. I'm not saving anything for my subscriptions. And I want to make sure. That's what I said. And I'm not going to save anything towards my clothing. And I'm not saving anything for my insurance. And that's just to give me a little extra money so I can still make a $1,500 payment to my debt while covering a potential $1,500 expense at the dentist. And so for my utilities, I'm budgeting $275. My cell phone, $70. Internet, I have $110. I'm expecting this to go up because I got a new Wi-Fi modem. So I think that it's going to be higher than $110. My rent is $990.95. And gas, I'm estimating $80. Car maintenance, $75. I'm still putting money aside for car maintenance because you know that in November, that was the biggest expense I had was the car. My boo and my most expensive thing. Groceries, I'm going to knock that down to $350. I'm still giving myself $50 extra to prepare my Christmas meal. Restaurants, I'm not going to give myself anything. And subscriptions, $299. That's my iCloud storage. Household is $50. My laundry is $45. And my pocket money, I'm going to drop that down to $80. I'm going to still leave $50 in my account and keep $30 on me. The kids' savings automatic, they get $60 a piece. So I don't do anything for that. And so I'm going to put in the lifestyle section. I don't know where to put this because it's really like a medical expense. Do I have a medical here? Let's look and see. Let's look. Let us look. That's insurance and tax. That's my debt. Not housing. So here. And you guys are probably like, why aren't you using your medical fund? You're going to see what happened to my medical fund when I do my sinking funds closeout video. That's going to be the next video I have to do for you guys. So you're going to see what happened to it. You can tell Heidi the Hyundai, she is wearing it. But yeah, I'm going to put dentist in here. Or I'll just put dental expenses here. And now here, I am going to give myself $1,500. That's going to sit in my account to cover that expense. And I am over budget. Look at that. $1,165.59. And I want to make sure I don't forget anything. So health insurance, $22.44. Auto insurance. Sorry, I felt my hair moving or something. That was kind of weird. I think my headband is sliding on my head. But and had nothing to do with anything, right? Identity theft, $696. Auto insurance, $95. Health insurance, $22.44. So those expenses are right. And that's what makes this so easy to do, is because when it copies over, I don't have anything to do. Now we're going to drop down my student loans. I'm going to drop this down to $1531.58. And let's see what happens. Voila, woohoo. I got a zero-based budget. And so that's all I need to do. And so now I'm pretty much ready for December. When December hits, like December 1st, I can go in. If I need to modify that starting balance, I could go in and do that. Then you can't do it before the 1st. And then when the month ends, you can't go back and alter your November debt balance. So it's pretty cool. But I don't have interest right now. So I don't have to modify the balance. I think that used to be the thing, is when you have interest and the balance was not quite right. So I would have to always adjust it. I don't have to adjust that now, but that will be a factor. coming up next year. So you guys know I always said I'm going to X out on that because we've already used that. So you guys know that I always try to make it a goal to put 50% of my income to my debt. Because I have the medical expenses, I'm not going to be able to do that. But you are going to see here what I am going to be able to put to debt. So for the month of December, only about 28% of my income is going to go to my debt. 33% is going to lifestyle, but in that lifestyle is my dental stuff that I'm going to hold on to and cover. And I've been doing pretty good. I hate to say it, it might sound arrogant, but I'm pretty proud of myself because normally by now I'll be shopping because I'm stressed. But right now I'm just like, everything's good. Relax, relax. I might be eating up the kids' M&Ms. That's neither here nor there. But I'm not shopping, not doing all that. But yeah, so that's my EveryDollar setup. I know some of you guys use YNAB. Some people use EveryDollar. Some people use Excel. If you use any of those apps, kind of share with the group so everybody knows that, there's other options. This is the one I like for me. It was it? No, because I've used Mint in the past. This one actually caught on too quickly, and it was just easy for me to acclimate to it. So I just been using it ever since then. But I did show you guys what it was like when I did the year-over-year comparison to show you that I had to refine a process that works for me. And that's all that it is. You have to find what works for you, and what works for one person may not work for another person, and it is okay. It is okay. We're not a monolith, we're not just one species. Sometimes we have, there's differences in all of us, and we have to adapt and make things work for us so we can be successful. So yeah, I am done, and I will talk to you guys on Thursday. We're going to close out my sinking funds. Whew, I don't look forward to it because it's probably going to look rough. I'm going to have no money, but it's okay. That's what it was saved for. And so y'all have a super fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please consider doing so. Welcome yourself to our family. I do feel like y'all are my family because y'all would tell me about myself in a heartbeat, which I appreciate because sometimes you need a swift kick in the butt, so you can do better. But I'll talk to y'all later, and thank y'all so much. Bye.